900 and 1800.
Anything else?
Just battery life for the most part.
And again, I guess the bigger.
But ultimately, the gunner's going to be wearing something like that helmet over there. Okay. So you can see everything.
Okay, very excited to be here at USNI and FCA West here in San Diego. We think it's a tremendous venue to host this event. It has proven extremely successful in past years. We are here to partner and have an exchange with industry and academia for us to partner together and advance information warfare. Well, NAV I4 has a very exciting mission. It was established a little over 2.5 years ago, back in 2014, for the express purpose of providing readiness for the information warfighting commands and forces. On its establishment in October of 2014, we basically were established administrative control ADCON of 73 information warfare commands distributed globally, executing different missions. These are the NCTMs, the NCTSs, the Navy Information Operations Centers, the Intelligence Centers at ONI, Fleet and Weather Centers, covers the full domain of information warfare as it delivers to the fleet. The clear message was, we are established to provide readiness for an information warfighting function that was so vital that it needed to focus on its warfighting function that, like the other warfighting domains of air, surface, and subsurface, it needed a type command to provide that readiness to those fighting forces. Well, we're very excited to be here. I have been participating in these events for the past several years, since NAV I4's inception, and it is the ideal place for us to get together with academia and industry and have an exchange on where we are evolving to, where our challenges are, where we can partner and need help from industry, and there's no better place than venues like this that allows us to demonstrate our information warfare capabilities in the pavilion here. And this has been a very close and successful partnership with SPAWAR, who is our SysCom partners in delivering information warfare capabilities. But this has been a great venue and keeps getting better each year. The size of our pavilion has increased half again, the size it was last year. The amount of people that are visiting the pavilion has also doubled and tripled. So it has been a very, very positive and productive experience for us. We continue to make great strides over the last 2 years, rapidly evolving as a type command, not just for information warfare, but in our partnerships with the other TICOMs, and we continue to accelerate there. Probably our biggest initiative and accomplishment this year will be establishing our Information Warfighting Development Center, IWDC. This will put us on par with the other warfighting domains that have their own recently established WDCs. We will establish that here in IOC in March, in just a few weeks. It will be in Norfolk, its headquarters, but we'll have many elements around the U.S. And it will be the significant capability that will allow us to innovate and to rapidly deliver new capabilities to the fleet. So we're very excited about it. The real experience here for this type of work in our information warfare domain has been the partnerships that it takes to really do our business. The partnerships with the TICOMs, the partnership with the other SysComs, the support that we are providing to the Information Warfare Operational Commands and Fleet Cyber Command, Office of Naval Intelligence, and CINMOC and Stennis, I think it's really proven its worth. We're not resting on any laurels. We've got lots of work, lots of challenges. The demands on our warfighting area continue to grow exponentially to enhance Navy warfighting and as a warfighting domain in its own right. But I think we are positioned right. I think we are organized right. but we very much look forward to the success we're going to enjoy this year. I look forward to next year's AFC West event as well. We expect it to be an even bigger success than it has been this year.
Well, West has been a gracious host of many of our information warfare technologies, be it from industry, academia, or from the DoD itself. So bringing together our folks that can represent the leadership role, the TICOM role, the acquisition role, and the operational warfighting role here in the pavilion and with a speaker series is just a fantastic opportunity. You hear many of the topics discussed in the various venues are information warfare related. So this is a great opportunity for us to carry on the conversation that we need to across the different aspects of government, industry, and academia to further build on our warfighting area. Well, I think if you are paying at all attention to our strategy, maritime strategy, the maritime strategy, or CNO's design for maritime superiority, information warfare is recognized as a critical domain of warfare that we have got to master in order to succeed in any other warfare area across the Navy. And so integrating information warfare in all aspects of naval warfare is a key element, and we've been on this path for several years, but reinforced by CNO's design last year.
Hello, I'm Admiral Phil Davidson, Commander, United States Fleet Forces. Its importance is to operationalize the design that you just spoke of. It heavily leverages our advantages in the United States Navy: maneuver, fleet centricity, the very powerful nature of our networks, and it's all meant to help us fight and win in the future. As it says in the Navy's design for maintaining maritime superiority, the threat environment and the operational environment is changing very, very rapidly. Our technology is evolving very quickly as well. We need to have a training system that can respond to that in very short order to keep the fleet ready for every challenge that it faces going forward, no matter how that environment changes, and no matter what our approach might be, tactics, techniques, or procedures. Well, one of the important changes over the last couple of years has been the creation of the Warfighting Development Centers and the creation of warfare tactics instructors as a result of those programs. That's very, very important to our tactical development as we go forward. As we think about ready, relevant learning, we need to put readiness as our key focus and output of ready, relevant learning. We are going to fix the revolution in training because that was a failed effort. We're not going to have that with ready, relevant learning going forward.
Well, I'll tell you what, it all to me goes back to competition, right? And so we want to be the winningest Navy on the water. And it's very clear to me that information, data, all of that plays a tremendous role in making teams more competitive. The evidence is really overwhelming that the teams that can better manage their data, better manage their information, and use all that to a good effect, those are the teams that win. And so, as I've, from the very start, we've really been working hard to make information warfare not something that we layer on top of our traditional warfare, but actually making it, baked in to everything that we do, ingraining information warfare into every element of what we do. So I think that's going to make us more competitive. We've got to be the same way. Every one of our sailors has got to be, never give up. Right? We will never stop. We will always keep going. We're going to take some setbacks, sure, but we're not going to let those things get us down. We're going to be tough, and we're going to prevail. Now, this is an interesting thing. We want to be building our toughness to use against our enemies and our competitors, right? And so everything that we do has to be thoughtfully done so that we're not destructively and falsely tough on ourselves. We want to be building our strength, building our toughness, so that we can win in the toughest fights. Well, I go back to my first answer where new technology, particularly information technologies, are going to be fundamental to winning, okay? And so competence in those skills, the ability for all of us to do our jobs is going to be incredibly important going forward, particularly as those tools change faster and faster, right? But also, we stress in that leader development framework that right alongside competence, character is also important. And so without appreciating both lanes of that path towards better and better leadership, competence and character together, you got to do them all so that you get a whole appreciation of what we need our leaders to do. And it all goes back to, those are just the paths towards victory, all right? So our leaders have to bring their teams into that sustainable and shared focus on winning in competition. I'm just arriving. We had a great visit. We stopped up in Point Wanimi and saw the teams up there, the Seabees up there. They're getting ready to do their 75th birthday. We saw the Hawkeye team up there. And boy, that E-2D is really going to change air warfare for us. So it was a great first stop. And then this morning, we're just getting started here at West. But you look around, and anybody who's anybody is here. I mean, a lot of great Navy folks here, industry coming together, and the panels are terrific. And so my compliments to everybody who put this together. It's a great show.